Well, guess what? I get to explain myself in a lot of things that I don't like to talk about. Probably some things you have with your life too. It all started when I was born in that taxi. They threw me away. I got to be with Mrs. Hope, the she devil from hell. See, my life has been struggle. I think I've been an example for God, to be honest with you. So the bottom line is like when I got shot or knifed, and when I worked for TG&Y, and they killed everybody in the store when I was a kid. What did I do? Kept helping people, helping people. In the sixth grade, I helped the bullies. I helped them get away from the good kids. So I protected the kids because the bullies wanted to beat them up. And I was basically in martial arts since I was 4. So always helping, helping, helping. Through the process of life, I wanted to have a family. Didn't get that real mommy and a daddy, and that's just the way it worked. But again, I kept focusing. For me, I'd hide at the library. I'd read books every day. I'd write about 15 books a week, figuring out what it means to the corporation. I heard it basically listen to Mrs. Hope at a poker game. Corporation's a legal person. Okay. What problem I had is being smart. I have recall on most things. And when I tried to show somebody something, they wanted to correct me anyway and to say I was dumb. Not kind of fun. But again, what do you do in life? Life doesn't want you to win. Do you understand this? We get knocked down again and again by our friends and our family or people around us to have an opinion. The bottom line is they don't want you to do better than them. What did I do as I grow up, reading books and books and books? I got a Lamborghini when I was a teenager. Yeah, that's true. I got a race car. I got race motorcycles. I write a system for myself because I created my first corporation as a kid because I wanted to do what? I wanted to get out of hell. But what did I do? I kept getting in trouble. Okay, I got in trouble. Why? All right, because I set up a corporation. It got credited in the mail. I didn't plan on it, but then they said, what did you do wrong? I remember being corrected in the 3rd grade by Mrs. What? Popelka, why you're wearing the same pants, Mrs. Goodwin? You're cheating. I did it in my head. So through my life, I've had to struggle through the process because people don't like people like me. I kept to the library reading books and books and books because I stayed away from people. I don't like people. All right, why? Because they're always hurting you. They're always in your way. But again, I started my first corporation, got the goodies and goodies and simple. I wrote a system called Winning the Game of Business. All right, what had happened later on from there? My father, my mother, my brother, my cousin, and I don't have any cousins. They're 2 brothers, but I didn't know any of these people. Later on through life, they were used and abusive, and they ended up working for one of my companies. Isn't that fun? I was 16 when they're working for me. How's that? They hated that. So I've been hated and liked and loved probably all my life. It sucks. What do you do when you're driving a Lamborghini and everybody hates you? What do you do when you buy your first mansion or you build your house when you're a kid? What do you do? Sorry, this happens to all of us. No, I don't know what you can do today, but all I can do is tell you the truth. It's like this world wants to knock us down. I get married to this woman. I thought she was a Christian woman. Sounds great. She graduated from Bible University. She cheats on me. We got 4 daughters. I have a prenup and a postnup because I want to separate liability. If they sue her, they don't sue me. I sue me, they don't sue her. Simple. I have a way to plan the problem. Well, I have a cheat clause. She cheats, I get all the goodies. So I cheat, she gets it all. Well, I gave her $15,000 a week for 2 years, paid all her bills. No matter what I did, because she broke up with her boyfriend behind the scenes and wanted me back. And I said, no, no, no. I fell in love. Huh. You ever fall in love? Oh, it's amazing what I did. I fell in love because I seen this beautiful woman and I had to run away from her several times because I knew I wanted her. I wanted her. I was drawn into that. Well, what did I do? Reality is my ex-wife wanted to fight with my new wife to be. What did they do? Oh, I got stuck in the middle. You ever know what it's like being stuck in the middle of 2 women? Oh, one wanting you back, one wanting to keep you. It's like, ay. Well, the reality is it's fighting through the pain. That's why I wrote a book called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer. See, men, we have to learn to shut up. Because women, I've had 5 daughters and a boy and a wife. Now 2 wives. One was really not a wife. She was a cheater. But no matter what I do, she kept wanting to hurt me again and again. I remember when I first bought her chow chows for Christmas. And what did she do with my German Shepherds? She gave them away. Broke my heart. What did she care? Not at all. She later on, years ago, she asked me to forgive her. I have to forgive her because I have no choice. See, if you don't forgive somebody, in the Bible, God won't forgive you. That's not fair. But again, what do you do? She cheated. I wanted to take her outside and stone her to death. That's what the Bible said to do. Can't do that either. What can I do? So what do? You fall in love. You get married. No problem. Now, understand, I'm driving Lamborghinis. I got a car collection of 21 cars. I brought in my first billion-dollar structure at 21 and 26 double billion structure as well. I'm making money. People don't like me as much. Isn't that terrible? I was at the Bonaventure for 32 years. Long Beach Marriott, Orange County, all right, Ontario. All these years being the second largest advertiser in California. What do? I have my events. What happens next? People want to go to my workshops. I don't understand. I've been online 6 days a week or in person for 6 days a week. All right, literally 6 days a week, Friday and Saturday classes all day. It's going on 50 years now. And what happened with the district attorney in Los Angeles? He found out I have people want to go to my classes right away. So I created a waiver. Okay? They're going to waive their right because they have to. They wanted you to show up the next week. So they volunteered to sign a waiver that says they're not going to count, so they go to the class. Well, the district attorney beat me up on that too. Everywhere I turn around, there's always somebody giving me crap because you're doing things different than anybody else. Okay, well, what do you want? He calls Harold Stokes, one of my attorneys, and I have attorneys on staff all the time. All right, we don't like the waiver, so we have a meeting. At the meeting, it's very simple. We don't like that. The district attorney in Los Angeles is complaining. I'd say he's bitching and complaining because he doesn't like me. That's okay. What do you want? Okay. I said, all you want is money. You want to win, right? You want to win? So what do you need? You need $10,000? If I quit using the waiver starting today, would you agree to take $10,000 and leave me alone? What did he say? He shook the attorney's hand and said, yes, you got a deal. See, this is the world we live in today. The district attorney doesn't like a waiver, which I'm allowed to do, and they basically want to blackmail me, and I got to pay him $10,000. What else is there? Everywhere you go in business. Now, I had this thing that I set up as an idea, having my shakies, my 30 flavors, and my shoppies and all goodies, and I'm the king of satellite in '84. I'm manufacturing, distributing all kinds of stuff, making money. What happens next? They give me this letter from Los Angeles, California, and then I got one from Sacramento. They say we got to pay a franchise tax fee. Here again, I got to go through that process. I would have had to pay up to $1.2 million as a franchise tax fee for all the corporations I have at the time. The rally said, what? Sacramento, can I create a form? Can I modify one? I'm asking a question. I was told that I could create a division process, that I wrote down this whole thing in a procedure, division process, under a corporation. All right, basically, if I had their permission, and they said 2 departments said create a form, I'll modify one. You see, when you're out there today, you're looking at your LLC. There's 9 types of that. An LLP, a C Corp, an S Corp, a nonprofit, a PC. You got all these circus clans going blah, 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 blah. All you need is one. You need division process. So I created that in 85, 86. So it's working, it's working, it's working. There's no one bitch and complain about that. Everywhere you go, there's always some turd trying to knock you down. I'm driving Lamborghinis. They don't like that. I'm driving this and that, mansions, everything else. What I realize is the division process, I create 89 ways how to use it, not abuse it. A car should be registered to a division for liability. Because you get in a bumpty bump today, they sue you. The reality is a registered owner should be a division because what do we get to do? We get to disconnect, I say incorporate. If we don't have any intent to do fraud, we can actually bankrupt that division and throw it away. See, you're not learning to play the game. The game is I wrote that winning the game of business as a kid. Winning the credit game, I wrote that too. I got to train Ken Yarbrough at TRW, and I came with the oldest card and the white fluctuation rule of 29%. Your credit bureaus use that today. But people hated me because I'm smart. What am I supposed to be, act dumb like most people? Sorry, I'm not lazy. But again, they said I was crazy and stupid. That's not nice. They called me names. I don't like that, but what do? Division process. If we put assets in a division, we're okay because of liability. So here's an LLC, 9 different types. Are you going to convert it to S anyway because I said so? You're going to have a C to S as well because of double tax. I'm just going to teach you rules and tools that I've studied the law since I could walk because it's at what works. But you can listen to circus clowns out there. They're everywhere on social media. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm packaged in my life. I have an attorney called Eric Frank. Eric Frank's one of my tax attorneys. I got Craig. I got Harold Stokes. I got David Kenner, owns Defo Records. All these attorneys, even Steve. What do I find out? Now, I'm getting ready to get married and fall in love again. I got no problem. I got the one of my dreams. She's everything I didn't know I needed and wanted. How's that? Isn't that fun? We get married. All right, my ex-wife won't leave me alone. She just keeps bugging the crap out of me. What do? Well, the reality is basically in 2009, my current wife wants to go out one of my yachts. It's in the backyard. Where do you park your yacht? The backyard, we got this big yacht. Why not? We took a group of people. Someone had a virus. A virus. And what do we get to do? Virus. All right, I get to go in a coma in 2009. I get to die, all right, and come back, and the reality is most of my stuff was stolen anyway. The ultimate goal is what we get to do. So understand something. When you go through what I call a hell year, all right, because that's 2009 for me. See, going through life is hard enough. Everybody picking on you, what do? 2009, I get to die in a coma. I had to come back. Most of my stuff was stolen. What am I going to do? So here I've basically been knocked down. All right, come back and everything's gone pretty much. Got to find out what's left. I had to rebuild my life. I have 3 divisions of me. I have 5 closet divisions. I have a backup for a backup. I rebuild myself into a $1 million structure within 6 weeks. See, you got to fight to hell. You're going to want it bad enough. And that's what I did. I got my wife her next estate, what she wants to have, call it a home. Then I leave it alone. What do? Well, all of a sudden, my ex-wife is calling the IRS. The IRS, and it's very simple. What do we get to do? She's saying that we're doing drugs and money. My wife's Colombian at the time, and she is still, to this day, she's still Colombian. But again, all right, just because she's Colombian, that's stereotyping. I don't like it. So she's telling the IRS that I'm laundering money. I'm selling drugs. You know what's really weird? I've been at the Bonaventure for 32 years at the time, and I've been online 6 days a week or in person. She says I'm taking money from the office and going to Las Vegas. When did I have a day off? I don't think I've ever had a Saturday off in my whole 50 years of teaching and preaching. So when's my day off? What does she do? She sets me up. All right, understand, I got 2 women, past and present, and they're all fighting back and forth. I'm in the middle. What do you do? Ay, 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 ay. You're trying to get out of hell. What do? Eric Frank, because of my house in Yorba Linda on Benevis, right down Benevis. You can check this online, and it's very simple. That big mansion, it was my house. I refinanced it. It's public record. A refinance is public record. You'll find it, I transferred $300,000 into my own company. My own company. And the bank account. Here's Charles, one of my VPs. He can verify this as well. So we're verifying that money came from what? The refinance into the corporation. Eric Frank's my tax attorney for 2 years. What does he say? Ray, why don't you pay yourself back and have some of your bills paid through the reimbursement? So the reimbursement. The company owes me $300,000. I'm going to reimburse myself and pay some bills. Now, let's understand. All right, what happens next is like the world just goes, what the hell? What do? I get indicted. Are you kidding me? I get indicted. Indicted, what the hell? All right, I get indicted for what? What did I do wrong? Okay, online you'll see that Ray Reynolds Dodge tax is showing 2 of my Lamborghinis. They're my Lamborghinis that belong to divisions, a corporation. Okay? And what do we have to do for their structure? They're very simple. It's very simple. I get indicted. So, okay, they're going to indict me. What do? What's the interview? What's it going to cost me? All right? We're in court. Okay? What do? I get indicted. Here's David Kenner. Here's Judge Matz. We're going to give a tax bill to his wife, too. David Kenner owns Deborah Ruckers at the time, stood up and said, hey, Mr. Reynolds has a prenup and a postnup. You can't give her that because it's simple. See, I planned the problem. Every time I plan the problem, I always have my whole lot. That's how I process information. But again, the judge said, what? You're kidding me. Was it signed yesterday? No, sir. It was signed after they were married and signed by the top 9 attorneys in California. See, I planned a problem. If they sue me, I don't want to sue my wife. If they sue her, they don't want to sue me. We got to protect the family. I'm always going to tell you it's God, it's family, it's money. That's how it works. So I got indicted for what? Now, they tell me they investigated me, and they spent $3,000, actually, they investigated me, spent $3 million. Okay, that's your problem, not mine. Okay, well, we have to get some compensation here. So you want me to write you a check? What do? Okay, no, we got to do more. So here we at. We got to figure out a negotiation. This is all it is, a negotiation. Then, all right, here we got Judge Matz. I don't drive a Lamborghini. Why do you? So I'd rather not answer the question, please. It's on record. It's all public record. Okay? I need you to answer the question in my court. I told him I'm a smart SOB and he was an idiot. I'm sorry. I should have not said that because he maybe took it personally. Because he's an idiot. What can I say? Stupid is stupid. If you don't drive a Lamborghini, that's your damn fault, not mine. Hey, I had 6 of them in a car collection of 21 cars collections. We play the game. So basically, at the end of the day, they're sitting down with me saying, we need $3 million. Or, all right, current number 1, current number 2, and 3. You could plead guilty, okay, plead guilty, and you could basically do what? Negotiate. You can pay us what you paid yourself on your tax return. In other words, $193,000 I paid myself in those bills. So I could pay myself. So you want me to pay you $193,000 I don't owe you, okay, and plead guilty to something I didn't do. All right, no, I'm going to go fight the case. Unfortunately, my birth father shows up and tricks my wife to give one of my Lamborghinis my Rolex. But that son of a biscuit asked her to have sex. That pissed me off. I got to get home. I got to get home. Got to get home. I got to take care of my beautiful wife and my new daughter. I got to get home. But again, what do? I agreed. To pay them $193,000. What I paid myself, the company owed me, I don't owe them a damn thing. I got a tax credit of $385,000 anyway. But I agreed. I pled guilty. Now, the Middleton, the district attorney, says, we're just going to let you go. All right, basically, you're going to have on your record, you plead guilty. I go back to court. Here's Judge Matz. Mr. Reynolds, and unfortunately, my birth name is Dana Ray Reynolds, and I hate Dana. I changed it in court years ago. My daughter got Dana. I don't want to be a Dana. I'm Ray. All right, ready to kick your ass heads. Simple. All right, Mr. Judge Matz. Well, I think we should throw the book on you, sir. I think we should give you 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. What the blank? All right, Middleton says the guidance is less than a year, sir, and let's let him go. Here's basically Rich Walton. He's a professor. He's also worked for the Justice Department, one of my attorneys. They're all arguing, aye. The judge said, you guys shut up. That's what he said, so shut up. Mr. Reynolds, we're going to give you agreed for basically agreeing to plead guilty. I'm going to give you 18 months. 18 months in federal prison because I did nothing wrong. So if you want to believe that crap online, go ahead. I'm just going to tell you the truth, and I'm still helping people every day, 6 days a week, teaching and preaching. So if you're going to fight through hell, do it. Never give up, never give up, and never give up. So what did? I ended up running the floor in the prison, teaching about corporation structure as well. So the reality is what you see online is a bunch of BS. Look at the transcripts, look at the indictment, and read it. I paid myself $193,000 because I was owed that damn money. I got to pay them what? The same thing? They wanted to make sure I paid them what I paid myself. That's blackmail. But that's your IRS. That's our government today, and they want to blackmail everyone, so do yourself a favor. Stay true to yourself. Fight through the pain. I've been shot, I've been knifed, I went through hell and back, and guess what? I'm still here to help you. Help you every day, 6 days a week. You want help? Listen to the rules and tools. I fought through the pain, so can you.